Hi everyone, I need your help today. I am needing some help in finding directions. I heard that we're going to be learning about the state of Minnesota, which is the state that we live in, and I'm going to do some traveling as soon as I'm allowed to in my car, and I'd like to go up north somewhere because specifically love the Boundary Waters and camping. I have these two maps. I have a state map, I have like a super map, and I'm not really sure how to read my maps. And I'm remembering back to the day where my teacher was teaching me about totals, and I'm going to be teaching you about that today. Totals is just like a little mnemonic, which is something that helps you remember by the initials of that word what it means. So the totals, if you just remember totals, the first word is a title. T means the title of the map. What kind of a map is it? O is the orientation of the map, which you're going to learn about something called a compass rose. D is the date, which is important because the map might be older than you need and it might not have things that are the same. It needs to be current. And if not, maybe you're looking at historical maps, so you would want your map to be older. The author is who wrote the map, who made the map, who drew it, who created it. L is legend, or I also call it a key, where that kind of tells you a little bit about what the map is and how to read it. And the scale is so that you know things like how big things are, because you certainly can't fit all the real information onto a map, right? Let's just take, first of all, this map over here. This is my state map, and I'm going to open it up. And we're going to try to use totals to see if it can't help us figure out how to read this map. So, my mom is a big map person, so we happen to have a lot of maps. Okay. This map in front of me, it says 2001, 2002. It's a highway map. So I know already the date is, I know the date, I know the title, and let's just see if we can find some of those other things. Who made it? That's basically like who created our map. So I'm going to go down here, and it's created by Explore Minnesota, which is our Minnesota tourism company that helps us so that we can bring tourists here, and so if people are coming to Minnesota, they know what to do. So I have the title. The orientation, I'm not really sure what that means, so I'm going to really zoom in here and go, okay, wait a second. This tells me north, east, south, or west. It kind of tells me what direction I'm going. So if I'm looking at my map, I might need this. It's called a compass rose. It kind of looks like a rose if you look at it. And some people also just say things like never eat soggy waffles or news, so that you can remember that that's your compass rose. And then let's go to our legend or a key. I think these are fun. I love maps. Maps are really fun, you guys. I think traveling is fun. I think we should all learn how to read maps really well. Map explanation. Basically, this tells you what things mean. So like if you see a little symbol on your map, for example, those little dotted lines that are red, that's going to tell you that it's a highway. It's going to tell you what to look at. The scale tells you in kilometers and in miles how big something is. So when you're looking at it, you're like, okay, I want to know the distance. Let's say I want to go up to northern Minnesota, and there's Duluth, and I really wanted to travel all the way north to maybe where the Boundary Waters are, which are up here. You can't really, you can kind of look at it, but you might not know how far it is. So if I was going, let's say, to the Boundary Waters, which is what I said, I might use my map over here, my little scale, and I know by looking at this scale how many miles are in it. So I'm going to say like, okay, you can use your finger even. Sometimes people just kind of map it through and go, okay, I'm going to measure down and just estimate and see how far away something is. I'm having a hard time seeing it right now. I think I need a new glasses prescription, guys, all these screens lately. But here's a map of our state. And what we're going to be working on this week is, first of all, just looking at how to read a map using totals. Remember, title, orientation, date, author, legend, scale. We're going to learn a little bit about Minnesota and how to read the map. You have one in Schoology for you already. Then we're going to do a small, short 2-day research project on Thursday and Friday. And then next week, you're going to choose your own state, and we're going to really work on researching what's going on in the state of Minnesota, then branch out to what is going on in one of the states that you want to learn about in our country. Have a good morning, guys. See you soon.